you were married to him?
Yes, Your Honor. I have a permanent order of protection and my child.
Not by my choice.
He has fought the restraining order.
So I can see my son that she has kidnapped.
You have no right with regard to this child. That's the law. Do not bother her again.
This woman is suing her ex-husband. But wait until you hear their history. A permanent protection order, signed away parental rights, and a courtroom battle that will leave you asking one question. What really happened between these two?
Melissa Grayjack is suing her ex-husband, Adham Elabiani, for moving expenses, travel costs, legal fees, and harassment.
Court come to order. All rise.
Have a seat, please.
Case 3182, Grayjack versus LL Biani.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Miss Grayjack, you were married to him?
Yes, Your Honor.
From when to when?
Short marriage from September 2014. Our divorce was finalized December of 2016.
And that marriage produced a child?
Yes, Your Honor.
That child was born in what year?
He was born in the fall of 2015.
This is an interesting case in an area that I'm somewhat familiar with. When your divorce was final, according to you, you got full custody of your son, correct? And there was issued at some point a permanent order of protection that kept your husband, Ibiani, away from you and the boy.
Yes, Your Honor.
Who issued that order and when?
An emergency order of protection was issued in May of 2016, which was later, after a hearing, made a 5-year restraining order protecting both myself and my child.
You remember that order, sir?
Yes.
You remember that trial?
Yes.
Now, the 5-year order issued included the boy.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have a copy of that order?
I do, Your Honor.
I'd like to see it.
The 5-year?
Yes.
Okay. So it was originally issued and then amended to the final 5-year.
Before I look at this, I just want to lay out the facts of the case. It is your claim that the defendant's actions by continuing to file cases against you is harassment and abuse of the system, and that because of his stalking and harassment, you've had to move, lost work, and his behavior by this harassment and stalking and multiple filings of multiple cases when there is no basis for filing is nothing more than really aggravated harassment. The defendant has a counterclaim due to mental distress and kidnapping his son. That's what his counterclaim is. Is there any decision other than this order?
So I have some decisions that were made later on as far as like our minute orders from hearings. I also have criminal protective order that protects my son.
I object, Your Honor. There's no criminal protective order that expired in 2020.
That doesn't make any difference whether it expired, sir. It existed. You, I understand. A court issuing an order that precludes a father from seeing his child, and this case gets more complicated because his parental rights were terminated. With his consent, he signed off on terminating his parental rights, and the child has subsequently been adopted by your husband. That puts the case sort of in context. Do you have your judgment of divorce?
No, Your Honor.
The judgment of divorce was 2016.
Yes, Your Honor.
Who got custody of the child? Was it joint custody?
No, he never. From day one, I've had sole custody, physical.
Physical and legal?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Is that correct, Mr. Rebiani?
Yeah.
Now, you remarried in what year?
I remarried in March of 2018.
Do you have any children from that marriage?
No, Your Honor.
You still married?
No, Your Honor. That's what comes into play for the upcoming harassment that's been recent. We separated in December of 2021. Our divorce was finalized in May of 22.
Okay. So the person who adopted your son is no longer your husband?
Correct, Your Honor. But he's still the legal father.
I understand that. Did you remarry?
I get married next week.
And I see you're expecting.
Yes, Your Honor.
When?
Next month.
Okay. In what month and year did the defendant agree to terminate his parental rights?
February of 2022.
No, that's not correct. January 2019.
January 2019.
Yes.
Where was it that you actually, was it in a lawyer's office? Was it in a courthouse?
San Diego Courthouse, North County.
So you appeared before a judge,
Yes,
and the judge asked you questions.
correct.
And when the judge asked you questions, because I've been there, the judge had to tell you that once you've agreed to terminate your parental rights, you are free from the obligation to support the child.
Correct.
Judge told you that? That you have no rights to see the child?
That's
Or-
incorrect, actually.
You mean the judge didn't explain to you that once you terminate your parental rights,
I have here the adoption agreement. It allows me visitation time.
may I see? Okay. This is very clear, sir. It doesn't say what you indicate. It says any contact between the boy and his cousins shall be arranged through the mothers. Future contact between the boy and the respondent or extended family members, respondent, that's you, may be arranged provided there is no restraining order or criminal protective order in place, and as long as desires and initiates such contact,
Correct.
not you,
I understand.
and doesn't give you any rights.
Correct. But it doesn't specify who can be the custodian on that. And I asked the court for a guardian ad litem to make that determination.
You ask that of the court in what year?
October 2023.
And this agreement, which is a settlement agreement, was 2021.
Let's call it what it is. It's blackmail. Because.
I'm going to finish with this part of it.
Yes.
This agreement's 2021,
Correct.
and the last order of protection expired when?
I have a permanent order of protection.
For you?
And my child.
Is that here?
Yes, Your Honor. It's the final one from August of 2022, I believe. And when that termination agreement was signed, the criminal protective order
It's
protecting
2020.
only my son
Shh.
was
Just
still...
a second. Would you ask her to just give me the order that makes it permanent in favor of herself and the child? Unless, of course, you acknowledge that there is a permanent order of protection.
I acknowledge it, ma'am.
Okay,
But
never
I'm not
mind.
acknowledging
Shh,
2022.
don't speak. I'm just saving myself a little time, sir.
First of all, this woman is collecting husbands like they're Pokemon cards. She's been married, remarried, got divorced again, and now she's getting married again next week. Sis is out here completing marriage side quests, and I can't even get one husband. Leave some for the rest of us. But on a serious note, the part that really caught my attention is the permanent protection order against her ex-husband. Courts don't hand those out like free samples. A permanent protection order usually means a judge found there was a legal basis to keep that person away because of ongoing safety concerns. If that's the case here, that's incredibly serious. No matter how messy a breakup or divorce gets, intimidation, harassment, or violence is never acceptable. Once someone makes another person fear for their safety, you've crossed a line that should never be crossed. If someone has to go through the legal system just to feel protected, that's a sad situation for everyone involved. So, while I'm definitely side-eyeing how many wedding dresses this woman has probably owned by now, I'm not going to joke about someone's safety. If this man truly gave the court enough reason to issue a permanent protection order, then that's something that deserves to be taken seriously.
Melissa Grayjack has accused her ex-husband, Adham Elabiani, of harassing her for custody of their son. Adham is countersuing, claiming Melissa forced him to give up his parental rights.
Okay, there is a permanent order of protection in favor of the plaintiff and the child, and you are the respondent.
Correct.
And it is a no-contact order.
Correct.
Okay, so this settlement agreement that you entered into, sir, says that any future contact with you may be arranged provided there is no restraining or criminal protective order in place.
Correct.
And initiates the contact.
Correct.
So there is a permanent restraining order in place. You have no right to seek anything with regard to this child, as long as that permanent restraining order is in place. There's nothing here that gives you any right to file cases.
Correct.
I'm just telling you.
Yes.
That's the law. That's what your settlement agreement says. You
Correct.
agree with that.
Of course.
And you would agree that you have filed multiple proceedings in order to see your son. How
One.
many?
No, you're
Only one.
He's filed 2 petitions in the state of Arizona and 1 petition in the state of California.
That's incorrect, ma'am.
I have a copy of.
I'd like to see them. You sure? 2 in Arizona, 1 in California after your parental rights were terminated.
I filed to request that the restraining order be set aside.
Just a second. You said 1. She says 3. There's a difference. 1 and 3.
This is first Arizona, California, and second Arizona.
Two. That would be 3.
That's one hearing, ma'am.
Well, it would be 3. 2 in one state, 1 in another state. Where do you work, sir?
Oh, I'm self-employed.
Where's your office?
I have a home office
Where's your home?
in Georgia.
Now, I'm going to tell you, you have no right to have any contact with her or your son. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Very good. And you did have contact, ongoing contact with her when there is a permanent restraining order in favor of her and your son to keep you away.
Correct.
You have a defense?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
I'd like to hear, because what your defense here is that you were forced to sign a document terminating your parental rights, and the courts should vacate it.
No, I did not ask for that.
Well, what did you ask for?
My ask of the court was not to vacate this order. I do not care about vacating this order. My ask of the court was to set aside the restraining order and hire a guardian ad litem to see if my son wants to see me or not.
And the judge said?
The judge said that the statute of limitation on that has passed, that I should have filed an appeal back in 2020. So
Judge, all I had to do is read your settlement. The settlement says that you cannot move to see your child unless, 1, there is no longer a restraining order in favor of the child.
Correct.
The only thing that you can do to mitigate this settlement agreement is to go back to the court and say, I'm moving to vacate the order, the permanent restraining order. It's going to be denied, so you could save yourself some money. And then I would ask the court to assign a guardian ad litem to see if my son wants to see me.
That's exactly what I did.
Just a second. They didn't vacate the order.
No.
Well, then you can't file.
I didn't. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened in March. And I did not file anything since then, ma'am. She's doing this because I filed one time in 4 years a request to set aside the restraining order so I can see my son that she has kidnapped.
Okay. I'm not getting into that.
If I may add.
Yes.
So because he has fought the restraining order over and over and over again since it was issued in 2016, Mr. Libiani was actually declared vexatious litigant in the state of California in 2019. And then
Would you
he
look
was
that up,
declared
please?
again.
That was in 2019.
I have a copy of that
I'd like
order.
to see it.
I also have a copy here. This is my permission to grant me to file for this, as granted by the judge.
While she's looking for that order, sir, I would just like to know, can you tell me, you haven't seen your son since 2018, and I've had no communication with him?
Not by my choice.
Of course by your choice, sir.
Of course
not. It's by your choice. You agreed to terminate your parental rights and have no rights whatsoever to see him.
No, ma'am, that's not what happened.
He is on the list in San Diego Superior Court. The date being December 12th, 2019. He was added to that list.
Just a second. So in 2019,
yes,
you were added to the list of people who could no longer file any actions relative to this case in the state of California.
Without permission of a judge.
And some judge who didn't read it right gave you permission. Ultimately, you were told you can't file here.
No, ultimately I was denied because I should have appealed the order.
Oh, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Go, let me see it.
So this is the order that was as vexatious litigant.
Sir, you have any other children?
Yes.
How many?
2 more.
How old are they?
4 and 5.
Where do they live?
With me.
Are you married?
No. Divorced.
You got custody.
No.
Correct.
No, Your Honor. My witnesses.
Just said, let him answer. Let him answer, please. You are the primary custodian of those children?
For the past 3 years. For the past 4 years.
Where is their mother? Oh, that would be you.
That would be me, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Stand up. You have 2 children.
We do.
4 and 5 years old.
Yes, ma'am.
Do they live with you?
We have a no,
That's my question.
Yes, ma'am.
Just follow me. They do not live with you.
no,
And they have not lived with you for the last 4 years.
incorrect.
When was the last time they lived with you?
We do have an order. It's a temporary order. They do come see me on a frequent basis.
I didn't ask you whether they
Lived with me 2021.
2020.
So for the last
One.
whatever. For the last several years, their father has been their sole custodian.
Not by my choice, no.
Who cares by who's? It had to be by a judge's choice.
Yes.
And however, judges usually say, we're supposed to say, we see no different in the sexes, mother, father, nobody has greater rights to a child, mother or father. Most judges say, you know, if there's nothing wrong with the mother, then little kids should be, and the children were little then, we're going to let these little children be raised by their father. The father whose parental rights were terminated, and not only parental rights terminated, but a final order of protection exists in favor of a child who is older than your children.
I do have something to say. This is all temporary in the state of Georgia.
I want to tell you something, madam.
It's
3 years isn't temporary. If I didn't see my
Correct.
dog
I
for
have
2
dogs.
days,
Oh.
I would say to myself, what happened?
Oh, I
My
see
life is
that.
over. I don't sit down. I got it.
Okay.
Sit.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Your defense.
Melissa Grayjack claims her ex-husband, Adham Elabiani, has used the court system to harass her for many years. Adham is countersuing for emotional distress, claiming Melissa refuses to let him see their son.
Okay.
Judge, can I say something, please?
Now, just looking at this. This court has substantial concerns about the respondent's inability to understand the consequences of his behavior. Although the respondent has shown an ability at times to regulate his behavior.
There was judicial misconduct in my case, to the point where I shouted at this judge and his bailiff in the courtroom. And this is what he is referring to. And this is why he punished me and prevented me from having my son. Has nothing to do with serious actions of mine.
What prohibited you, Mr. Elbiani, from having your son was the fact that you agreed to terminate your parental rights.
That's incorrect, ma'am.
Just a second. And you said, just a second. And you said that your defense to her action was that you were blackmailed. That's what you said to me.
Correct.
And the reason you were blackmailed is because she said you're going to have to support him to the tune of $50,000. And that was enough for you to say, okay, where do I sign? Just show me where I sign.
That's incorrect, ma'am.
Let me see what it says.
$40,000 in 3.5 years.
Eventually, Melissa was able to adopt my son with her new husband because she blackmailed me. She said that if I didn't sign the paperwork, I would have to pay $50,000 in child support, which she knew I didn't have. She had attorneys, and I couldn't afford a lawyer at the time, so I signed the paperwork.
She filed to hold me in contempt of the court order. And at the time, I was a green card holder. So she used that, and if I violated that, I would have been deported.
Take this back.
And,
Okay.
Your Honor, he had an attorney for the adoption. I have a copy of his attorney, the court assigning him one.
Did the court assign you an attorney for the
Of
adoption?
course.
Okay. So you were represented by counsel.
Correct.
Good. Okay. It's a particularly sad case, but not very difficult to rule on. You may have made a mistake when you consented to terminate your parental rights. May have, which allowed for your son to be adopted. You can't continue to torture her. Don't speak. I'm ruling now. So you can't continue to torture her. And there has to be some financial consequence for you because 2 judges have already told you you have to stop annoying her.
Actually, no, ma'am.
Don't.
She asked
speak.
for
Hey,
double jeopardy, ma'am.
What part of my mouth don't you understand? This is not a back and forth anymore. Now I'm ruling. And what I'm telling you is, sir, this is my ruling.
And that's an incorrect ruling.
This is my ruling. This is my ruling.
judge already denied her sanction.
Listen to me. This is my playpen. they cut off your mic.
Correct.
So it's like my not hearing you. I'm ruling now, and I'm telling you that I am awarding her $5,000 to send a message to you. Do not bother her again. However, so that's my judgment. I'm dismissing your counterclaim as of no merit. But what I'm suggesting to you is, and this is just a suggestion, he clearly, in the mind of some judge, was sufficiently fit to be a full-time custodian for 2 small children because she may have had. I don't know what kind of problems she had, but to grant custody to a father who has a protective order for another child permanently during his minority, it must have been some beaut of evidence. Don't shake your head. So all I'm saying to you is, I'm not so sure that somewhere down the line, your son would like to be able to see all of his half-siblings, the ones that you're going to have, and the ones that his father has. Maybe.
Yes, Your Honor. The mother and I have talked, and when it is safe, that is definitely something we're open to.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
That's my ruling. Judgment for the plaintiff, $5,000. Thank you.
Your Honor.
This court is adjourned.
It's double jeopardy. She was denied sanctions before.
He has no interest in my child. He just doesn't want, he wants to punish me by making sure I can't have access.
I mean, they're both scorned women.
He's just trying to control the situation, the people, the kids. He wants to control everybody. And if it's not going his way, it's a problem for him.
I just want to see my son. That's all I want. Just see my son.
I don't foresee an end coming, but we'll keep doing whatever we can to protect our kids.
The judge ordered the ex-husband to pay the ex-wife and to stop harassing her. I think that was the right call, because once a relationship is over, it's time to move on. Now, you guys might disagree with me, but I do believe he signed away his parental rights because he was threatened with deportation. He's already raising 2 other children, so I find it hard to believe a father would willingly give up one child for no reason. That said, I do think he has a temper and some control issues, and that's clearly made this situation worse. The real victim here is the child. While the adults keep fighting, the child is the one who may grow up without knowing their father, and that's the saddest part of this entire case. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.